My senior year in high school, every morning I'd wake up and say, "Bye Mom, I love you, I'm going to school." She didn't know that I wasn't going to class. I'd jump in the car, drop off my sister at the front, say I'm going to go park. As I drove around, I'd pull out of a parking lot of a high school, drive straight to McDonald's.
I never really noticed that I was overweight until I was probably, it was more or less when I started being bullied. I got called Pillsbury Doughboy, chunk, fatty. It was kind of sad because I got used to it. You get used to being made fun of.
I think, I can take it all the way back to probably my mother. It's probably, if I was going to point a finger, I could point a finger at her as well as anybody. It doesn't make me burst into tears and say, how could you have ruined my life? I'm an adult. I can try and break those patterns as well.
So I'd get my 2 large Oreo McFlurries with extra Oreo. I would get 4 hash browns, and then just right down the street from that McDonald's is a Burger King. And I super enjoyed their biscuit sandwich with the eggs and that kind of stuff. So I would get 2 of those meals, large size, with Diet Coke on each side.
Now that I look back on it, man, I would that fridge was like my fridge in the pantry, dude. Getting up, watching TV, just hitting that fridge all the time. Fridge, couch, back and forth all the time.
I grew up in a household where I had a father who was really dominating and difficult, and solace often came in a bag of Doritos. It was like, oh, the bad guy is gone. Let's break out the food and make ourselves feel better. We'll have some of the snacks that you like, and we'll watch your favorite TV shows and put everything back to right.
So then I'd basically drive to a parking lot and sit in the parking lot and eat my breakfast and listen to the radio. And then I'd have to do that probably basically until my mom left for work, and then I got to go back home.
Yeah, food just kind of countered everything. It kind of mellowed, it kind of put me in a medium, but instead it didn't, it made me overweight.
She did not grow up in an era of Oprah and Dr. Phil and, people helping her understand, the kind of man she was dealing with. She just knew that he was bad, and when he was gone, this was all she knew how to make it better, and a bag of chips was cheap,
Go back home, I'd eat something at the house, watch TV. Then about 1 o'clock, I'd have to leave before she came back for lunch and go to McDonald's, get 2 super-sized Big Mac meals, drive to a parking lot, sit and eat it until it was time to go pick up my sister. So I'd pick her up, take her home, and go home and just chill out with my family. Grab the call from the high school that told my parents that I wasn't in class that day, go to bed, and repeat for about 4 months. I did that consistently.
And so that was handed down to me as a legacy of this helps make you feel better. This relieves some of that tension. And so that very specific kind of tension that comes from a dysfunctional family begins to be seen as a universal. It begins to see that any kind of stress that you have, any kind of conflict, all of that can be reduced by applying liberally, food.
I actually dropped out the middle of my junior year because I felt really out of place. No matter where I was in high school, at the classroom, I didn't fit in the desks. I felt when I was in the desks that I was going to break the desk, so I didn't want to be in the desk. So basically, I dropped out in the middle of my junior year, and I decided that something had to change, or I was just going to end it because I didn't care anymore. Because my last hope of ever finding a relationship and being happy, aside from feeling like crap all the time physically, I just decided that was it. I had to find a way to get it done, and I was going to get it done no matter what.